Most people assume that if you want a decent optic for a .22 or an air rifle, you have to drop a small fortune. But then something like this little 2-10x32 shows up, and it makes you wonder why you'd ever overspend on a casual plinker. Right out of the box, the first thing that hits you is the weight. It feels surprisingly solid for its size, not like some cheap plastic toy that's going to rattle apart after a few magazines. The aluminum build has a nice, dense feel to it, and the matte finish doesn't look like it's going to flake off the moment it brushes against a tree branch. Now, the magnification range is really the sweet spot here. Starting at 2x gives you a decent field of view for closer targets, and cranking it up to 10x is plenty for reaching out a bit further than most people usually do with a Rimfire. The glass is surprisingly clear for this price point. It's not going to compete with high-end tactical glass that costs 10 times as much, but for target shooting or small game, it's more than capable. The green coating on the lenses does a decent job of cutting down glare, and the adjustable objective is a lifesaver. Being able to dial out that parallax error makes a massive difference when you're trying to keep your groups tight at different distances. The turrets are another highlight. They're exposed and locking, which is a nice touch because it means you aren't constantly worrying about your zero shifting if the rifle gets bumped in the truck. They have a tactile, audible click that you can actually feel through your fingertips, which is great when you're trying to make adjustments without pulling your eye away from the target. The illumination is there if you need it, with 5 levels of red and green. Honestly, the reticle is clean enough that you might not even use the light most of the time, but it's handy to have when the sun starts dipping low and the shadows get long. If there's a gripe, it's that the eye relief can be a little bit finicky at the higher magnification settings. You have to find that perfect spot to get a full sight picture, so it might take a minute to get the cantilever mount positioned exactly where you need it on your rail. It's not a deal breaker by any means, just something to keep in mind during the setup process. It comes with everything you need to get going, including the mount and batteries, which is a nice change of pace from having to hunt down extra parts. For someone looking to upgrade a basic setup without breaking the bank, this thing is a solid, reliable piece of kit that does exactly what it says on the box. It's not trying to be a professional-grade sniper scope, but for the price, it's punching well above its weight class.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.